Prime Field.
What if I told you the only real way an underdog can make a sticky Big East game isn't shot making, isn't vibes, isn't even a hot quarter, it's extra possessions. Because right now, this UConn machine is rolling. 23-0, a 39-game win streak, and a scoring margin that looks like a typo. But there's one small crack that can turn a cruise control night into a why is this still a game situation. It's the finish the stop problem. And on February 4th at Wintrust Arena, against a Depaul team that lives off second chances, that crack becomes the whole conversation. Let's start with the part that sounds insane. How do you have a problem when you're winning by 40 a night? Because dominance on the scoreboard doesn't always mean dominance on the glass. Look at the last two games. Xavier 97-39. And the rebounds were 32-31. That's not UConn overwhelming you. That's one bounce goes the other way and the opponent gets oxygen. Tennessee, 96-66. Better margin on the boards. But the first half told the truth. UConn jumps up 21-5. Then Tennessee rips a 35-15 run over the next stretch, and it's 42-42 at halftime. So ask yourself, what's the difference between we're up 20 and suffocating you, and why did they just get life? It's simple. A stop that doesn't end is not a stop. It's a pause. Here's the key. This isn't effort. This is architecture. UConn's defense is a perimeter ecosystem. Pressure, traps, rotations, disruption. You saw it in the numbers. 34 turnovers forced versus Xavier. 20 versus Tennessee. That's elite. That's identity. But the trade-off is the rotation-rebound paradox. When guards are flying around at 94 feet, when you're stunting, switching, recovering, who's consistently planted under the rim to hit first and box out. That's why your rebound distribution can get weird fast. In that Tennessee game, you're asking Sarah Strong to be primary scorer, playmaker, rim protector, and also your most reliable rebound cleaner. And when your front court is pulled into perimeter contests, especially against a team launching 3S, those rebounds don't fall neatly into your lap. They ricochet. They turn into scrambles. And scrambles are where underdogs steal confidence. So the question becomes, do you want great possessions or finished possessions? This is where the possession-ending lever enters the chat. Jana El Alfy. Not as a nice development story, not as let's get her some run. As a tactical necessity, because Jana is the one lineup piece that screams, fine, you want chaos? I'll clean behind it. In the Xavier game, she plays 19 minutes, nearly double her season average, and grabs 6 rebounds, tied for second on the team. Add in offensive boards and a block, and you're seeing the blueprint. She doesn't just contest, she ends the possession. And don't forget the first Depaul meeting. She scored a season-high 11 points in 11 minutes. That matters, because DePaul's game plan often tilts towards limiting perimeter stars like AZ Fudd. And when defenses lean out to the arc, the interior can become a high-efficiency pressure valve. Now here's the coaching chess part. This isn't play her more whenever. It's when. The brief is dead on. Early second quarter and late third quarter, the exact windows where games can wobble. Why? Because that's where legs get heavy, rotations get a half step late, and rebounds become watching instead of winning. If Jana owns those segments, UConn doesn't just survive the opponent's push, UConn deletes it. Let's talk about Depaul for real, because the record might say struggling, but stylistically, this is the test you don't want to ignore. Depaul is second in the Big East in offensive rebounds at 13.9 per game. Their shooting is inefficient, so there are rebounds available all night, and that's the trap. If UConn forces a miss but Depaul gets the board, UConn's great defense just turned into an opponent reset. That's how underdogs slow pace. That's how whistles increase. That's how a crowd wakes up. That's how you go from up 18 to why is it 10 with 5 minutes left in the third. So the real battle isn't points, it's possessions. Quick mythbuster. People see blocks and assume that equals defense. But for this team, this transition engine, defense is a cycle. Contest, rebound, outlet, run. A block that goes out of bounds? That's not a change of possession. A block recovered by the offense? That's oxygen again. UConn doesn't need more blocks. It needs possession-ending rebounds, the kind that trigger the outlet pass and turn the game into a track meet. And Jana's sneaky superpower is being the rebounder of the block, hers or anyone else's. She's the one who turns the contests into control. Here's the in-game tell for Geno Auriemma, the 8-minute rebound threshold. If UConn gives up more than 2 offensive rebounds in the first quarter, that's the alarm. That's the immediate Jana lever. Because you don't let Depaul build rhythm and run confidence off hustle plays. You don't let them hang around long enough to believe. You end possessions early, and you turn the rest of the night into a math problem they can't solve. So here's the whole thesis in one line. UConn's biggest threat isn't a team outplaying them. It's an opponent outliving them on the glass, stealing possessions, stealing rhythm, stealing time. And the cleanest fix is obvious, a real minutes bump for Jana El Alfy in the high-leverage windows, early second, late third, so the Huskies don't just play chaos. They control chaos. Now I'm kicking it to you. If you're Geno, are you locking in Jana for 15-20 minutes as a postseason possession patch? Or do you keep the rotation tighter and trust the guards to clean it up? Drop your take in the comments and tell me the number. How many minutes does Jana play on February 4th?
Prime Field.